special video to celebrate 2,000 subs. Thank you all for getting me to 2,000 subs. It really means a lot that you guys actually like my videos and come back to watch them, even when they're not about Infinity Blade, like my Donkey Kong Country 2 series, which not getting a lot of views, but the people that have watched it are enjoying it so far. So to celebrate 2,000 subs, I wanted to have a really cool, helpful video on Infinity Blade 3, and since I'm having trouble recording my gameplay, I asked my good friend TamL from the TamL channel if she would want to help me out with my 2,000 sub special, and she graciously gave me this video here of her worker step backs to put on my channel. So if you guys are not already subbed to TamL channel, go sub now. She has some of the best Infinity right now, which is her step back series. She started it in Infinity Blade 2 and it's still going in Infinity Blade 3. So please go check out her channel. Please sub to her if you haven't already. She deserves to get on her way to 2,000 subs as well. So go help her out, watch her videos, sub to her channel, and keep subbing to mine, keep watching my videos, keep sharing them with your friends, and I promise soon I will have some more Infinity Blade 3 videos. Actually, I'm gonna hide an Easter egg in my Donkey Kong Country series, so if you haven't watched that, you might want to start watching it. That'll continue here very quickly. So now I'll let you guys go so this video is not forever long, and I'll let you guys enjoy TamL's video. Peace.
Hi guys, I'm TamL, and today I'm going to look at the Worker of Secrets moves and step backs with you in all three scenes with all three weapon classes that he uses. So first let's look at scene 1 where he uses heavy weapons, and I'll look at his normal moves first of all. So he's got a kick sequence that he uses a lot, and it's 2 kicks and a sword swing. So when he kicks out to the front, you do a right dodge, and it will be followed by a horizontal kick which you duck for, and then he does a crouch, and remember that because he does it with 2 other moves that I'll show you, and he turns his back and puts his sword in the air, and you'll know that this sword swing is coming and you need to duck for that, and that will make sense a bit later when I show you his other moves. He also can follow it with a last move that you need to do a right dodge for. So here's his back kick, and it can seem unexpected because there it is, he does the same crouch, and he also turns his back but the sword isn't in the air, and then you'll know that this back kick is coming and it's center move, so you want to do a left or right dodge for it. And the third move he does is a side swing, where again he starts with that crouch but he doesn't turn his back to you, he stays front ways and does a side swing with his sword, and so you can parry or duck that. So onto his step backs in the first scene, and the first one I'm looking at is similar to Wreath's step back, and so you recognise it with his cartwheel that he starts with, and then what you want to do is wait until he's just about to kick you, as you can see that I still haven't moved, and then do a long hold right dodge, and you'll avoid his first 2 movements, the kick and the sword hit. And then he spins and swipes the sword horizontal at you, and you need to do a duck for that. Then his second step back he starts by spinning over your head, and again it's similar to a Wreath step back. So when he spins over your head, you need to duck for that, then he goes off to your side and you know that he's going to take another leap over your head. So duck again, and this is where it begins like the Wreath move. And then you go to the right, do a right dodge as he lunges at you, and you have time to come back to the center and then duck for the last horizontal swipe that he does over your head. And you need to hold it down a fair time to make sure that he's cleared you. So he can start with 2 jumps over your head before the 3rd jump of the step back. So watch out that when he jumps over your head, he doesn't do it immediately again. So onto the second scene, and looking at his normal moves, the hardest one is his downward cross, and it's actually uncrackable with duel. So the way to defeat this is with super and magic. So basically you need to have your left hand hovering over the super while you're fighting him, and as soon as he takes a step back, then tap that super, and that's the first downward cross that you'll have cracked. Now if he does it again, what you want to do is swipe by the magic, so that when you see him take a step back, immediately tap that magic. And I recommend you use blunt magic, so that if he does it anymore, it will be less damage. And shout out to Linus Uni for suggesting that, one of my subscribers. That's a good idea. So onto his upward cross, and this one's okay, you can duck and you will avoid that move. So now let's look at his step backs in the second scene, and he's using dual weapons in his step backs. And in this first one, he again does that downward cross, but this time you can avoid it with a duck. So this is a unique move of his, a unique step back, and he kicks horizontally, which you duck for, then he kicks again, which you duck for again, and as I say, he does the downwards cross, but you can duck and avoid it when it's part of his step back. So it's only when it's his normal move you can't avoid it. So onto his second step back, and this is the same as one of the ones in the first scene. So you've seen how to avoid that in the first scene that I showed you. So onto the last scene, and it's where he uses a light weapon, and with his normal moves he does 2 hidden shield bashes. So when he spins around, it looks like he's going to hit you with the sword and you could parry it, but in fact you can't. You've got to duck and he's going to hit you with his shield. And he does it counterclockwise as well, and you think it's going to be a sword hit, but again it's a shield bash. So you need to duck for that and don't attempt to parry it. So onto his feint, and again it looks like he's going to do a vertical hit, but in fact he turns it to a horizontal hit, so you can either parry it or duck that move. So now let's look at his step backs in the third scene, when he's using the light weapons. And first he's got that 360, that's one of the God King's moves, and I suggest you super that. If you want to crack it, then have a look at my God King step backs video. And onto his second step back, and it's again similar to one of the God Kings, and he's got 2 variations of it. So looking at the first variation, the shortest one, you need to do a right dodge when he comes down with his sword, and then a left dodge, actually it's his shield, sorry, left dodge when he brings it up, and then he spins around crouching and does a shield bash, which you need to duck for. And with the last step back, it looks similar, but it's not quite. So he starts with it looking similar, but it goes on for longer, and you need to identify the 2. So again, he starts with the shield bash, and you do a right dodge for that. Now instead of bringing his shield up, he brings up his sword, which you do a left dodge for. And when he spins round, he stays up quite straight with his sword in the air, and you know then that he's going to actually do a center move, so you want to do a left dodge. He'll then bring up that sword, which you need to do a long hold right dodge for, because he'll also bring up the shield, and then he does a last shield bash horizontally, which you'll want to duck for. So I hope this has helped you, and you'll have more confidence dealing with his step backs and his hard moves like the downward cross and the feint. And so I hope that helps you crack the worker of secrets. Thanks for watching the video, guys. And if you enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And also check out my pages on Twitter and Facebook. See you next time.